Okay, let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. Alright, another piece of newsprint. See if we can make this one come up really nice. It's a really nice picture even though it's printed in newsprint. We're going to look at that when we put it on the glass. Let's see what we're going to do. Going to go here and going to remove some background, or maybe we're going to go this far. We're still not going all the way with background remove, but we're removing, oh get out, don't want glossy. Stupid interface. I'm going to make this not quite all the way with contrast. Going to keep that in the middle. Sharpness, we're going to sharpen that up. Saturation, we're just going to do our usual shit, and the colour balance can go up. Got to make this really nice. It's hard doing newsprint to make it look really good, so let's see if we can make this come up a treat. It's a really nice picture despite what it's printed in, newspaper print, and this is basically a bunch of swimmers about to take off for I don't know what they're doing, some kind of race. It's a very nice background there. I really love that. It's really evocative. It's really spiritually evocative, that background, and it being a beach. So this is like A6 in just a bit bigger than A6 and a lot smaller, so we're going to probably distort the image. So we're just going to go and set up our enlargement. So the enlargement for the vertical is going to be a bit less than 200. So it's going to be probably, going to call it 190. And for the horizontal, it's going to be considerably larger than 200. So it's going to be 200, and I'm going to make it 220. See how we go. Hopefully we can print this straight off the original, so we can make a really nice 4-way mirror image with this. So let's see how we go with this. Okay, we've made it. I think we've made that. Looks really nice for newsprint. That's really brilliant the way, but we're not correct here. We need a bit more width. I'm not sure about the height, but if you can see, you can still see the newsprint, the little printer's dots. But that's come up brilliantly. That's really, it's very wet. It looks almost wet. It's very wet for a newsprint image, but I just remembered we've got to go higher than 200, not lower than 200. We've got to make this bigger than the... Hang on, yeah, we got it wrong. The Y is meant to be 190, and the vertical is, and the horizontal is meant to be 220. We fucked up, so we're just going to punch in 220 for here, and 190. That should hopefully correct what we've done wrong. So it's easy to make an error like that. But let's see if we've made it look good by correcting it. Hopefully we won't have to tweak this anymore. Let's hope we get it right, the right sizing. So let's see how that looks. That looks better. It looks better. So, but we do need a bit more on the horizontal still. We're still a bit short. But that looks really nice. Well, I'm just going to do some more adjustments on the horizontal. So the horizontal's at 220. We might have to make it like, how big are we going to make it? Maybe 230 or 235. So we're going to make it 235. Going to add 15% of... Sometimes it's easy to hit when you say 15. It sometimes sounds like 50. But that's why I pronounce the teen, because sometimes people sound like they're saying 50 when they're saying 15. It's really funny. So now let's see how that looks. That looks a lot better. I think that's a good sizing. I think we can now print off the other image, and then print off a couple of mirrors. But the colours in that are very saturated, very wet looking, considering it's from a dry looking piece of newsprint. It's still a good piece of newsprint. Some newsprint is a lot worse, and But basically, I think I set the colours up nicely, so it looks really contrasty and very saturated, very wet. The green shows up nicely and the colours are bright. You can still make out those printer's dots, but that's all right. It adds character. So I think that looks good. Now we just got to simply dial up 2 copies and then go straight to the mirror image. If we can find it, it's just in here, just there. And we just turn it on, okay, and then we hit off 2 mirrors. So I decided not to make this into a movement piece, but a piece where we just print straight off the original without a master copy. So this should come up a treat. This lovely beach race or ocean race. Don't know if it's an ocean race. I don't know where this is. It's a very beautiful backdrop for the races. This greenery, and there's a little bit of, you see someone's house up there, or some kind of dwelling or whatever. So we're just lining these up, nice, hopefully nice and neat. But this is a really nice piece. I really like this picture, and I like how it's come out. It's a really nice image. So I think that's good enough. But you can see now it's really interesting. It's very strange. So that's it. That looks almost like the shape of an eye, which is really interesting. I think we can call that one quits.